Shah Latif Part 2. Now, love alone can renew every day the vision and the worship of the beautiful. And so, when Shah was still in the heyday of his youth, there was vouchsafed to him an experience which left an indelible impression on his life. The daughter of the ruling family fell ill. The father sent for the senior preceptor, the father of the poet, who was also a physician. He was unable to go. Instead, he deputed the son. He obeyed and went to the house of the patient. He saw her, held her pulse in his hand, and said, "All is well with those whose hand is in that of the teacher." Her beauty bewitched him. He rose, not fell in love. He claimed her hand in marriage. His request was refused by the father. And then, as it has always been, love turned him out of doors so that the tiger within be tamed and his mettle tried and his love proven. He left his hearth and home and wandered for years in the wilderness. All search was in vain till one day someone brought the news to the sorrow stricken father that his son had been seen in the company of a party of people who wear the outre robe of poverty and penance. Where did they take him? No one knows. But he seems to have travelled far and wide. Otherwise, he would not have acquired such a wide range of experience and the wisdom born of that experience. This is reflected in his songs and stories. But as he wondered, and as he wondered, he cried out in the anguish of his heart, "Where art thou, the wonderful one? Where art thou?" The lotus and the swan, but brought to him the memory of beautiful beloved, whom he had seen once in a vision, but who now seemed to be far away from him. The roots of the lotus in the bottom lie. The bee is a denizen of the sky. Glory to the love that them unites. Deep within the deep is the abode of the swan. He fixes his eyes on the deep. Ah, if thou art to look with love at the swan but once, never wouldst thou again live with other words. He appears to have come into contact with a master of wisdom whom he met perhaps at the Girnar or at Hingalaj, both of which have been considered for centuries as centers of esoteric and occult training. Described the master Shah says, the yogi came out from inside the abode of ecstasy. The master effulgent with the glory of the full moon. His fragrance suffused the earth. The face of the master is as the sun at dawn. The turban on his head flashed as lightning on the clouds. He showed me the abode where the exquisite one received illumination. It must have been at the time of his initiation or a realization that he uttered, Shah Latif uttered, "Thanks to the beloved that I have met him face to face." Perhaps the word of power he received was Om. Shah Latif received Om, for he says in one place, if the Guru were to give thee the one curved word, it would be to thee as light in darkness. Therefore, keep meme in thy mind and place alif before it. I am repeating it, very important, because meme and alif are Urdu words. If Shah Latif said, if the Guru were to give thee the one curved word, it would be to thee as light in darkness. Therefore, keep meme in thy mind and place alif before it. Om. When walks my beloved, the Lord of grace, earth cries Bismillah, glory to the Lord. It kisses the track he makes, or he stands enraptured, utterly amazed by the Lord. The beauty of the beloved is matchless. One day in the hills, he heard the cry of someone in anguish. He tracked the cry to its source, a cave in which a semi-conscious man was singing one of his own verses, that is Shah's verses, which he had heard sometimes before from the lips of one of his wandering minstrels, and which had led to his renouncing the world. The line was, I shall now go all alone to the beloved. Shah was surprised at this. The camel man wanted Shah, whom he did not recognize, to recite to him. If he knew them, the remaining verses, his wishes were complied with, and Shah sang, there are high mountain passes and and precipices, sharp as the spear on the path. But my sufferings and my yearnings shall ever be my faithful companions on the journey in search of my beloved. No sooner did the camel man hear these verses than he swooned and breathed his last. Shah consigned the dead body to the grave, and to this day, whenever any cameraman passes by this grave, he stops for a moment to salute in the silence of spirit of search of truth, symbolized by the camel man. And Shah used to say regarding this lover, I never yet saw a man as true and with such a burnt up heart as this camel man. After having wandered in the world of nature and of man, the mystic poet returned home, having realized the beloved in his own heart. Look within and see he is there. The beloved was born within the heart. He had by now lost the aggressiveness of individualism and found the rhythm of life. He had been acquitted of the heresy of separateness. To him, everything proclaimed God and His glory. He recognized his kinship with heaven as well as with his own home. Thou art the sky and the nest as well. Written in Gitanjali. Thou art the sky and the nest as well. At last, the parents of the girl understood the depth and dignity of his love for her, and so they gave her hand to him in marriage. Thereafter, they lived a dedicated life of service and of song. Their children being, as he once said, the aspirants and ascetics. He had drunk deep of the cup of love divine and become free and fearless. He could now never lose his way in the ways of the many. Having drunk the wine of love, I now know the beloved in all his amplitude. The fire of love burns constantly in my heart day and night. Thou art that, thou art that. He has become one with the beloved and all the knots in his life have been loosened and cut open. He has attained to cosmic love, cosmic sympathy, and cosmic understanding. He has built bridges between himself and his many aspected environs and manifested personality. He has become a relative of the whole world. When one knows thee, then aliens there is none. Then no door is shut. Oh, great words from Gitanjali. When one knows thee, then alien there is none. Then no door is shut. The riddle has been read and the mystery resolved. How do you, how do these things come to pass? Who can tell? That they do in God's own good time and through His grace is but too true. But only when the right hour is struck. As Emerson says in his essay on spiritual life, God screens us evermore from premature ideas. Our eyes are holden that we cannot see things that stare us in the face. Until the hour arrives when the mind is ripened, then we behold them. And the time when we saw them, not is like a dream. In this screening, one sees the mercy of God, not his partiality, because he reveals himself to the elect, nor his parsimony is not sharing, his wisdom with all at once. For who but the brave could ever withstand the terrible meekness of the Master of the world and the dazzling light of the face of the eternal lover of us all? But the mystic Shah Latif was also a poet. His songs, as also his stories, are in Sindhi, which language is derived from Sanskrit stock, though as the province had been under the Muslim rulers for centuries, it has been Persianized considerably in the vocabulary and influenced not a little in its construction. It is said that Shah Latif, whenever he was in the state of ecstasy, would burst forth into song, and one of the fellow seekers sitting by would take these words down. The poet was not aware of this transcription, but one day shortly before his death, the amanuensis brought out his collection and showed it to him. The amanuensis brought out his collection and showed it to him. He straightway threw it into the water. The disciple began to weep and piteously appealed to him to let them have a record of his songs. He agreed and asked his favorite disciple, who knew most of his songs by heart, to begin singing. And as she sang, an amanuensis transcribed them. And the record was then showed to the poet, who, approving of the same, said, "This my nuksha, this my nuskha, that is prescription for the malady of life of a physician. But it may also mean word, the root being the Persian Sukhan." His song, as that of each true poet, including that of poet of all poets, is the Word made flesh.